member representing the good people of Anambra South. Lead debate on the bill for an act to establish the Erosion Control and Prevention Commission 2020. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, it is with great humility that I wish to thank you for this great privilege to lead the debate on the general principles on the bill for an act to establish the Erosion Control and Prevention Commission and for other matters connected herewith 2019. This is all-important bill and was read for the first time in this hallowed chamber on Tuesday, 26 November 2019. Nigeria plagued by numerous environmental problems of different degrees. Almost every part of the country is characterized by one environmental problem or the other. But however, the menace of erosion is unarguably the severest in terms of devastation and destruction. For instance, in 2012, flooding in Ibadan Oyo State, the coastal erosion in Lagos, Bayelsa and Rivers States, and in almost all parts of Anambra State. It's also very important to note that gully erosion is almost taking over the entire landmass of the southeast and south-south. The problem of erosion is more catastrophic in the southeastern part of Nigeria, while desertification is in the north, but with the enactment of the Green Wall Act by the National Assembly, the act of desertification was laid to rest. In the southern part of the country, erosion is responsible for the widespread destruction of transportation and communication systems, degradation of arable land, contamination of water supply, isolation of settlements, and mitigation of communities. From available statistics, Mr. President, more than 3,500 gullies occurred in the southeastern part of Nigeria alone. These gullies are formed by surface runoff from localized rainfall events of high intensity in the fine turquoise, green, sand, and sandstones. The localized removal of sands, of soils, soil sediments, and poorly consolidated sedimentary rocks by running waters is augmented by process of mass movement to form steep-sided drains. The gully forming processes ultimately yield a degraded badland terrain comprising nice edge ridges separated by deep ravines and no longer amenable to agricultural use. This calls for a concerted effort to tackle the menace through the commission for which this bill seeks to establish. Several causes could be cited for the processes of erosion in Nigeria, but what is most disturbing is the fact that there is no coordinated and sustained effort by various levels of government to counter both the processes as well as the consequences of this problem. Mr. President, distinguished senators, it is disheartening to note that the World Bank, in a survey it carried out in Nigeria in 1990, established the reality that erosion is one of the three main environmental problems facing Nigeria. The study stressed that gully erosion caused damage with an annual cost to the nation estimated at 800 billion naira. The Erosion Control Commission Bill is therefore an effort to evolve an organization that will streamline and coordinate the various strategies to combat the evil nation of erosion. When established, the Commission will specify roles of governments, local communities, and land users, incorporate long-term strategies and preventive measures. The Commission will also marshal and utilize preventive measures The Commission will also marshal and utilize resources for the purpose of combating the surge as it is done in other countries. The establishment of such important commission is prohibited, anchored on, but not limited to the following reasons, Mr. President. 1, to carry out an intensive survey of the extent of erosion in the country, manage, control, redress, and prevent gully erosion in the country, formulate policies and guidelines for the prevention, control, and management of erosion in the country, coordinate and cooperate and promote research activities relating to erosion control, management, and prevention, and coordinate and promote research activities relating to erosion control, management, and prevention. Okay. Finally, monitor the state of preparedness in all organizations and agencies which may contribute to the control of gully erosion. Mr. President, my respected colleagues, it is a known fact that erosion is a great menace in some part of Nigeria. This has constituted a great environmental hazard over the years, thereby impacting negatively on plants, animals, and human existence. You may recall at the commencement of the 8th Senate, several motions were entertained bordering on the road destruction caused by menace of erosion. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, there is need for coordination of major policies for effective preventive control and management approaches in order to arrest the situation in the affected states and prevent the process of it extending into other neighboring states. Similarly, it's important that we evolve the necessary intervention that will anchor and focus the effort being made to shake erosion menace in the country. The promotion of this bill is my humble contribution to correct these problems in order to protect and conserve the environment. It is also to bring succor to millions of Nigerians devastated by this menace. It will create more comprehensive risk-based regime for managing the risk of flooding and erosion, which for the first time embraces all sorts of flooding. It will also enable better management of water resources and quality. It will equally help us to manage and respond to several weather events such as flood and drought, which are said to become more frequent as a result of climate change. And it will ensure that those managing the risk of flood or gullies erosion will take account of other concerns such as sustainability, biodiversity, protection of ecosystem, and the whole water cycle in their day-to-day activities. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, there is no better time than now to have a legacy for Nigeria. The menace of erosion has, in its trail, caused serious economic hardship and poverty on Nigerians. Families are rendered homeless, villages displaced, and yet ecological fund targeted at addressing this problem stands misdirected. There is dire need for adequate management of these funds, hence they call for the establishment of this commission. In line with our Order 77 subsection 3 of the financial implication is attached. Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, I urge you all to support this bill in order to create a sustainable environment for Nigerians. Thank you for your attention.
Senator Uche,
Mr. President,